Alright guys, what's up? This is Widowmaker and we're going to be loading some 223 tonight. We're going to load some pet loads. I ain't been out to the range since last, September probably. So I'm way past due to be getting out there and slinging some lead. So I'm going to try to make it tomorrow. God willing, it'll happen. So, excited to try out my new computer I just built to see how good my render times are with this video. So that will be interesting to see how that turns out. So anyway, my other computer was about 7 years old, so this is a pretty good upgrade from what I did have. But anyway, we'll make some pet loads up. It's 223, and right now we'll just size them and full length size them. I'm gonna shoot these on my AR. So if I got to do a lot, and how I typically do this is just a lube pad that RCBS makes. If I got a lot of them to do, I'll just get a big plastic bag like so and spray it in there, then throw your cases in there. That way you can do quite a bit that way. This here is some just lanolin. It's a little bit wider than regular lanolin, but what it was I had liquid and I had solid kind, and I mixed the two and gotta shake it up. I'll show you how to make that on my channel. It's the most viewed video that I have. It's a pretty simple process to make. It's really save a lot of money if you do it like that, if you do it your way. If you do it yourself, homemade. Yeah, that one there's got a split. That one there ain't gonna be no good. And I'm wondering if these are even cleaned. These were. That one there, for whatever reason, was not. So just put some on the pad here. Pretty much fill the pad up, and then just give it a little roll like so, and then I just line them up and let them air dry with alcohol evaporate off of them. So yeah, you kind of want your cases tacky when you first lube them, like off the pad. They're not tacky, they're real slick because of the alcohol. Use a high percentage alcohol such as 99. If you can find it, 90 will work. And you know, the lower alcohol will have water in it. Where like 99% alcohol, there's only like 1% of water. So if you got like 75% alcohol, there's going to be 25% water, and so on. So the less water you have in there, the better off you're going to be. I wonder why that. If I sized that one a minute ago, which I don't know that I did, but I sized one of them. I guess it was that one. So anyway, You want to lube your cases when you full length size. If you don't, you're going to have a bad day, because what's going to happen is you're going to get them stuck in your die, and eventually it will happen regardless of how careful you are. You reload rifle long enough, it's going to be inevitable. And I do have a video on my channel that tells you how to get a stuck case out of die, and there's some on YouTube. Just, you know, you can look it up, it's not that hard. They make a die set. They make a extracting tool. It's about 20 bucks or so, and you can go to the hardware store and pick up like a tap and a nut and a washer and a bolt, a lot cheaper than buying like an RCBS kit. And you can use like a socket or something for the spacer. I think in my video I used I was telling you to use Schedule 40 PVC. I made it like that, but socket, it would be the easiest and the best method. Easiest method to use, and simplest method, and more likely you're going to have a deep weld socket. Well, I don't even think you'd use a deep weld. You just use a standard socket. It wouldn't be a deep weld, I don't think. But about everybody's got a socket set. So you'll have to get a tap. I think it is a 6 and 32. You can get whatever size tap. You got to match your tap to your bolt. If you get a 632 tap, you'll want to get a 632 bolt. Alright. At any rate, yeah, you can, I said if you full length size, you have to lube your cases. This die right here is a neck sizing die. It just sizes the round part of the case, the neck down to there, down to the shoulder, is what it sizes down to the shoulder right here. And if you neck size, you do not have to lube your cases. But where this is going to be shot in an automatic, semi-automatic, you're better off. I have neck sized them just to see if they'd work, and I had no problem in my gun. It's a 223 Wild. Maybe if you had just a 5.56 NATO, you might have problems, but in my chamber. But actually, the Wild chamber should be and is going to be tighter than the 5.56 NATO. So I think the reason why they say to fully size them is just for the reliability. You want them basically scrunched back down to SAAMI specs minimum. Alright, so after you get these here sized, we're going to top it off with, I bought some, pretty sure well, I was going to say I don't think that I've used these, but apparently I have, and these are 50 grain. These are 50 grain. I'll have to look up data for that because this ain't my pet load. These are 50 grain Nosler varmint. I do have a these are 40 grain. Well, I guess we're going to be loading 50 grain. So it's not going to be my pet load. I do have a die, not a die, but a mold for a 55 grain bullet. For some reason, I don't really know why, maybe it is the profile of this bullet, but it does shoot different than what a Spitzer style bullet shoots. Same grain, these are 55 grain, and I can shoot a 55 grain, say Hornady VMAX, and it's still the bullet impact. I don't even know where it is because I went and I couldn't even see where the bullet impact was, so I'm going to have to mess around with that sometime to see where that is. But really, these bullets aren't too expensive to buy, so I might just shoot jacketed bullets in my 223. And although I already spent $40 some on a mold for that caliber, but I still have to, like I said, I have to iron that out. I'll have to take it one day and figure out where the bullet impacts are. I need a bigger back. I need a bigger thing, because the one that I was shooting at, it wasn't hitting. And I think I was only shooting 50 yards, maybe it might have been 100, I don't know. I think it's only 50 yards, though, just see where the bullet impact was. Anyway, that's another day. Another day, another video. So, after we get all these done, I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. There's no need to sit here and watch me do all the rest of them. So, I'm going to have to run and get me a book and see what the charge weight is for 50 grain projectile is. Alright, I'll be back in a sec, guys. Now, after you size your cases, you are going to have to, you want to get the lube off, because you don't want to shoot it with the lube on, because it may not spring back up on firing it. It may, don't know for sure, but you may run into issues with the cartridge, either extracting or letting go of the case, the chamber walls or something. I haven't tested that theory out, but I would recommend highly to wipe your cases off. A lot of people, some people even will retumble them, either in a vibratory tumbler or wet tumbler. And if you're new to reloading or wanting to get into it and you don't have a tumbler yet, I would highly recommend a wet tumbler versus dry. A wet tumbler does a lot better. If you can see, I don't have a light, but if you can see down in there that your brass is almost virgin white, because it puts it back to a very high gloss. And these have been sitting out in the building for a while, so they've tarnished a little bit. And I live in a very humid area. It's not humid now, but it is in the summer. And where I bought my tumbler at, they do sell a treatment that you can put your brass. It's some kind of chemical you dump your brass in, and it will keep them from tarnishing due to the elements, humidity and stuff. So it's kind of expensive. I think it's around 50 or 60 bucks for I don't know how much you get for a tub of it or whatever. And it would be worth getting, but I just haven't committed to doing it yet. So I'll go ahead and wipe these off. I'll have to go get my cell phone or something, get some, maybe I'll look in my thing there, see if I can find the data, what I may have loaded them 50 grainers at. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright, so we changed out the IMR 4064 for some CFE 223 because I don't have I couldn't find any previous load data for that in 50 grain, and instead of working some loads up, I'd rather have one that I already know that is consistent. So I got the Nosler 50 grain bullet worked up with some CFE. So we're going to try that and see how that works out. So get our dipper here with 1.9 cc dipper. Wow, that went way over for some reason. I must have really dipped at that time. Still, what's going on? Wasn't like that before. Let me try this other dipper, see how far off it is. Okay, that's better. Trickle some in here. I know this ain't the best camera work, guys. I apologize for that. Alright, so of course my battery's getting low. Of course. So we'll trickle some in there. I really like this RCBS trickler right here. I had a Hornady one, it was made out of plastic and it was too light. So, but this RCBS is, I like it. Alright. So we trickle a little bit more in there. A tenth over. Which I get kind of anal about it. It's still a tenth over. Now we're a tenth shot. Right there. Alright. Take a case that's already been primed. Now I use Winchester primers, small pistol primers, the old version. They came out with a newer version, and I think they may be a little bit more sensitive than what the older versions were. You guys loading for your ARs, be careful in the selection of your primers. The reason why I say this is you don't want to get like the CCI, I think it's 400s, whatever, the CCI small rifle. That's probably not right. That's probably, I don't know. Anyway, the small rifle CCIs, they're going to be too soft. Okay, the cups, you may have a slam fire. That is something you need to be aware of. So I use Winchester is a good primer to use for that and not have to worry about it. CCI also makes I don't know if it's number 43. Y'all can research that. Just off the top of my head, I'm thinking it's 43. number 43 primers is made specifically for NATO rounds. That's good. This just checks for head space. That's all this gauge does. So you want that to be flush with the top shelf right here, which it is. Which what that is telling me, that that's going to chamber. That's going to chamber perfectly fine in my rifle. Alright, get another primer. Put your primer in there. And my scale just kicked off. Of course it did. I'm going to have to recalibrate my scale just because the dag web thing kicked off. For them more what the scale is, it's a Frankfurt Arsenal scale. Paid like maybe like $20 maybe at Cabela's for it. It's a decent scale for what it is. It you know, it's not no pharmaceutical grade scale, duh. But it is accurate enough to use it for what it was developed for, and that would be for reloads. Haven't had no problem with it. Ain't blew a gun up with it, so so that should be sufficient. It suffices. Alright. Now it lags a little bit. What I mean by that, it takes a minute for, once your powder drops in there, it takes it a minute to register. You can very easily overshoot your target if you do it fast. So, trickle slow. And I had to go back to this system, this way of loading, because I had a nice machine right here, and that thing was regular $300 and some. It's a smart reloader. So for $300 and some, and I got on sale one Christmas for like $150, and I jumped on it. And it was pretty accurate. But what happened was I was moving stuff around, and I have to drag everything out here. At any rate, I had it on the dryer, and it took a spill and it damaged the load cell. You drop them one time, they're done. Stick a fork in it, it's done. So I've had to go back loading this way. So it's you don't need an automatic dispenser, but I tell you what, it makes it really nice. Makes it really nice. One of these days I'll replace it. Don't know when, but I'll replace it one of these days. Yeah, it made it nice because, you dump your charge in your case, and then you set your pan back down on the scale. And as soon as you do that, it'd start kicking out another load. And it was pretty accurate. You know, it might ever throw one every now and then, but it was, for no more than I paid for it. It was really accurate. I heard that the RCBS Charge Master is really good, really accurate, but yeah, that one is probably close to 300. I can get it for 250. I've seen it on sale, but that's still a little bit of money. But if you load a lot of calibers, a lot of rifle, it would be worth its weight in gold. Definitely. See, I go over my target weight, throw a little bit out, and then I go under, and then I trickle it, and it's right back to where it was. A tenth under. There. Alright. So anyway, guys, we're going to try to make it out to the range tomorrow. After I go see the doctor. And it's been way past due for me to get out there and sling some lead, so I'll take these out there, and I'll take my 45 1911. We'll sling some lead. That is, if I can get out there. They've been working. Supposedly they're doing a pipeline job out there at my range, and I don't know if I'll be able to get out there or not. I'll have to wait until tomorrow to see. But they said that there's 2 ranges out there that they have. Actually 3, but for my usage, there's 2. A rifle range and a pistol range, and they said the pistol range would be open. They also have a skeet range, which I haven't got into that. I would probably like it. I just haven't got into it yet. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these up, and we'll catch y'all on the flip side. This is Widow out. Y'all have a good one now. Later.